Grammy Lammy and the Secret Handshake by Kate and Sarah Klise. Larry was a little lamb who had a big secret. He didn't always like when Grammy Lammy came to visit. The first time Grammy Lammy came to visit, she squeezed Larry's hand 3 times. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. "This will be our secret handshake," Grammy Lammy said. "It means I love you." When Grammy Lammy came to visit, she liked to talk and sew and drink hot tea. "Look how darling little Larry is in his new pajamas," Grammy Lammy said to Mother Lamb. "Isn't he darling? He's darling, darling." When Grammy Lammy came to visit, she liked to go to church with Larry and his mother. She wore a big flouncy hat and a matching dress, and she sang louder than everyone else. On the way home from church, Grammy Lammy suggested they walk through the park. "Someday we'll go to Tanzania," Grammy Lammy said. "Just Larry and me. Won't that be fabulous? A trip to Tanzania for Larry and me. Fabulous." "Or would you rather go to the South Seas? Tanzania or the South Seas? We'd better plan on both." "I don't want to go to Tanzania," Larry told Mother Lamb that night, "or the South Seas." "You don't have to go," Mother Lamb said. "Grammy Lammy just likes to think of all the fun things you'll do together when you're big." "But I don't want to do things with Grammy Lammy," Larry said. "Ever." Grammy Lammy left the next morning, but not without giving Larry the secret handshake. The next time Grammy Lammy came to visit, she did it again. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. "Do you remember what that secret handshake means?" Grammy Lammy asked. "Uh-huh," Larry said in his head. He said, "This squeeze is squeeze, embarrassing squeeze." He even said in his head, "Please squeeze, go squeeze, away squeeze." But Grammy Lammy stayed. She talked and sewed and drank hot tea in the living room. "Larry," she bellowed, "do you want me to show you how to sew?" "No," Larry answered from his room, and he counted the days until Grammy Lammy would go. The night before Grammy Lammy was scheduled to leave, a summer storm blew through the Lamb's Valley. Rain beat against the windows, and the wind tore a hole in the roof. Mother Lamb kept Larry safe during the storm. When it was over, they found Grammy Lammy in the kitchen drinking tea. "Aren't you scared?" Larry asked. "Scared?" Grammy Lammy trumpeted. "We don't have time to be scared. We have work to do." Grammy Lammy stayed a whole month. She helped patch the roof and repair the windows. As she worked, Grammy Lammy told wonderful stories about pirates and dolphins and mermaids who could fly. At night she made South Seas soup and Tanzania turnovers. They were delicious. When Larry's house was fixed, Grammy Lammy suggested they help others in the valley. She led a crew that rebuilt the school and the church. Larry helped. Then Grammy Lammy set up her sewing machine on the town square. With Larry's help, she made clothes and curtains for anyone who needed them. She even sewed a new flag for the post office. The next Sunday at church, Grammy Lammy wore her big flouncy hat and sang louder than anyone. This time, Larry sang too. When it was time for Grammy Lammy to leave, Larry carried her suitcases at the train station. Grammy Lammy gave Larry the secret handshake. "Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You remember what that means, don't you?" she asked. Larry nodded. "Did you know," Grammy Lammy said, "that you could give me the secret handshake too? It'd mean the same thing." "I don't want to give you that handshake," Larry whispered. "Oh," said Grammy Lammy, "I understand. Goodbye then." Right before the train left, Larry took Grammy Lammy's hand and gave it 4 squeezes. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. I don't know that handshake, Grammy Lammy said. Larry giggled. Here, he said, I made you a present that will explain my secret handshake, but don't open it until you get on the train. I want you to be surprised. I love you too. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe for more daily stories.